Hey guys, my nana wanted me to run to the store with her so that I could watch the dog who's in the back seat right now. And I've just been busy doing stuff the last several days and haven't gotten around to making a video. And I did finish Iron Fist last Thursday, and so I just thought I'd film the video now, squeeze it in now, and then maybe if I feel up to it later tonight, I'll do the Defenders video I was talking about doing afterwards, especially now that that teaser dropped today. Anyway, so episodes 11 through 13, I finally watched those, and this entire series has been relatively disappointing. I will have to say, even though I was saying that it got a lot better than the beginning, the first couple episodes, I was blown away by how awful it was. But it picked up a lot. They did this weird thing. There were a bunch of like little threads that they started and dropped. There was the whole thing where Danny was having these internal monologues in his head about like he was talking with one of the monks or something. And he would speak out loud and people would be like, well, who are you talking to and stuff. So it was like a very real thing. And so I thought that they were going to explain that as like being the Iron Fist or something. And maybe the Iron Fist is like a separate entity that lives within him. Like I don't know, something like that is what it seemed like they'd have to do. But then they just dropped it. He stopped doing it and they never really explained it. And that kind of sucks, because now he was just talking out loud to himself for no good reason in front of people, and that's all that was. So that's awkward. And they did a thing in like the second or third episode, something like that, where they did like a split screen thing, right, where he like it was during a fight scene and they'd be fighting, and then they do like a split screen where they show you one angle and another angle like at the same time on separate things, like a kung fu movie trope thing, which I thought was kind of cool. But then they never did it again. And then in episode 12, they did it one more time once, and it was like, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, and it was just really jarring, and it didn't connect with anything, and that was weird. Also, I really wanted them to either go really in depth with this backstory, explain everything super well, and like delve into the weird and like get all into that, or just basically ignore it, just be like, oh yeah, I punched a dragon, that's how I got my powers. What? You wouldn't understand it. Just leave it there. But they kept showing these little bits of Kunlun, and then as if just to like piss off. I haven't read any of the comics or anything like that, but I felt really bad for any true fans of the comics, because like just to tease them and piss them off, at the very end of the last episode there was a flashback where he like went into the cave, and he just walks in and just says like, step out into the light so that I can see you, and you just see like the two like red eyes of the dragon, like and then that's it, and then it cuts away, and so it was just like, oh yeah, look, there is a dragon, you don't get to see him. And I was like, really, guys? So that was dumb. Characterization is still a little weird. The fight scenes weren't awesome. The ending in general was kind of like I kind of just petered out. Like it wasn't, I don't know, guys. Iron Fist wasn't fun. It really did. It had its moments, and it really did feel like homework. If you're wanting to keep up with the Defenders continuity, I think ultimately what I would say, I mean, if you're a person who like needs to watch everything, just watch it. I get it. I had to do that. I needed to see everything. I wouldn't have felt right watching the Defenders if I didn't. But if you're not like that, I totally get it. And I would say, in order to understand what's going on going forward, I would say probably watch like, oh geez, you're gonna have to sit through like the first episode, because there's little bits all throughout the first episode that give like things about his backstory that you'll need to know, even though the first episode is absolutely horrible overall. I'm really sorry. Maybe like the end of episode 3, episode 6, and like episode 11, and like the last 2 minutes of episode 13. Yeah, that's about it. All the rest of it is filler. I mean, like, that there's little bits, I mean, like, these characters you get to see that's cool and all that, but like it doesn't connect with like Ward Meacham, or not Ward, Ward Meacham too, actually, but Harold Meacham is really fun to watch, actually, even though he's like ridiculous. That's what makes him interesting. He's very out there and comic booky, and very over the top, and he's the only actor here who seems like he's having like a great time. Ward Meacham has a nice arc, actually, too, even though he started off. A lot of this is writing, I've noticed. I've realized it's like, it's not even just the acting. It's like, there's lines that people are given, and I see them deliver, and I'm like, oh, that was terrible. And then I think about that line, I'm like, how would anybody have delivered that and made it not sound terrible? I don't know. And people are like pinning this on like Finn Jones or whatever, but like it's not his fault. He's clearly doing the best he can in here, I think. But he's just given lines that are really weird, and he's given characterization that like contradicts itself, so he doesn't feel like a whole character. That's not, I don't think that's totally his fault. I think that's direction and it's writing. But whatever, it is what it is. It wasn't the worst thing ever. It's just kind of a mess. The thing is the MCU, Marvel, has done so well up until now that, like, I think they better not keep dropping the ball like this, but they can afford to make this misstep as long as they, like, keep doing well from here on for a while. I think it's fine. I don't know. I'm not super like, Iron Fist is the worst thing ever. Oh my God. How could this have happened? Like, it's not great. It's bad, honestly. It's a mess, but it has its nice moments, and whatever. If Defenders is great, I forgive it. Like, I'm all right. Anyway, so going forward, I think I'm gonna try to make, like I said, I'm gonna try to make a Defenders video. I'll probably talk about the teaser. Even though there's not much to talk about, it's really short, but talk about the teaser, talk about what I'm excited for. I might talk about like my favorite moments in the the multiple series so far. And then after that, maybe I'll finally make the Star Wars video. Like I said before, I want to make a video about Star Wars. I don't know what I want to talk about, but I want to talk about Star Wars. So yeah. Anyway, sorry I'm in a car this time. Not that my bedroom is particularly attractive either to look at in the background, but it's what I got right now. And thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a like or something. Comment would be great. And I'll see you guys soon.